of CAD 101 where we're going to go over how to create our templates. Now, for this part one, we're going to go over filling out our layout, adding a viewport, text styles, and also dimension styles. So to start off, we're going to come down here to our title blocks and possible tables that we went over in our last lesson. And we're going to just fill these out real quick. So we're filling this out so that we have a good just template where we have to do the least work as possible every time we open this up. So we're not going to be doing this semester outside of 2021. So we're going to put 2020 or 21 in our date format. Project name, we're going to have to fill that out every time. And then we're going to put our last name in all caps right here. So this is John Doe doing his template. So we're going to put our full name right here in all caps. All of our title blocks and tables and everything within our layout is always going to be in all caps. That's just the way our layouts are created. So our drawing title is going to be different every time, so we don't edit that. Our scale, these are all going to be the same, so we really don't have to edit much more than that. Now let's go to our viewport. So I'm going to move this text box off to here, and I'm going to put on my viewport. Remember, we go to viewports, hit enter, and go to single, come over here, and I'm going to go from that top left corner down to the bottom right corner, and boom, we have our viewport. We're going to make sure that this is in the viewports layer. That way that box doesn't print. Now I can double click into it, and I know that we're not going to want the grids every time, so I'm going to shut off my grid and double click out of it, and now I have a gridless viewport ready to go for any drawing I do. Now this is where we can really get into the nitty-gritty of creating our template. We're going to go over our text styles. So we're going to go up to the Annotate tab, go to this little arrow that says text style, or we can type it in as style in the command bar, and we're going to create our own text style specifically for us. So we're going to go over here and click New, and we're going to call this text style CAD 101. We're going to press OK, and now we have ourselves a new text style. So we're going to click the Annotate button. We're going to do our paper height as 0.2. That will be the most versatile paper text height for most of our drawings. We might have to make it a little bit bigger. We might have to make it a little bit smaller. But this is where you can come and change that. You come into your text style and you specifically change that, and then you click apply. So that's how we can change that. We'll always use Arial as our font, and we're just going to do a font style regular. They have multiple bold, italic, and italics. So we're just going to do regular, but there's no reason to use bold in the other ones. So right there, we have our text style created. We created our CAD 101 text style. We did a paper text height of 0.2, and we select the annotative button. So we're going to close this out, and we have our text style. Next, we're going to do our dimension styles. Now this one gets a little bit more complicated. We want to create a dimension set that's going to work the best for our use. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to New. We're going to do a CAD 101. I'm going to start with standard, just leave it there, and then we're going to click Continue. What opens up is our new dimension style dialog box. In this new dimension style dialog box, we're going to do a little bit of editing. So we're going to come over to lines. All these are by block. We're just going to change all of these to by layer. That way our layers control what's going on in here. So let's change all these by layer. Ta-da. So all that's controlled by our layers now. So we're then going to go to our text tab, and we're going to choose the CAD 101 text. Text color, again, by layer. We're going to do no fill color. Now, if we want to change the text height, we actually have to go into this little arrow bar or those three dots, and then we can change our paper text height from there. So that's how you end up changing that if you need to. We're going to kind of come down here, and we're going to click ISO standard text alignment. That makes it so that our text alignment is where we need it. It will be aligned with our dimensions. It's the cleanest looking one, so that's why we're going to go with that. Then what we're going to go over to is the primary units tab. Now, we're going to leave this in decimal, but we're going to come over to our precision and we're going to change that to 2 decimal places. Now, this is the most accurate any of our drawings will really be, so there's no reason to do that. Make it any more accurate, and then we're just going to do a round off to that second decimal place as well. Our decimal separator will also be a period, just as most of our deals will be, and we're going to add in a suffix. Now, this suffix is going to be the inch mark. Now, this inch mark will always be drawn in inches, therefore, we will have this suffix added into there. Then we're going to come down to our decimal degrees, and we're going to change the precision to 0.1, so decimal places, 1 decimal place. And you can kind of see a preview up here in this drawing right here of what everything will look like. So this is all looking pretty good. And then we're going to come over, and that's really it actually. Alternate units is a way if you want to display inches and millimeters at the same time. Tolerances is something really complicated we can get into later. But really, the main ones we're going to use and edit is going to be our lines, our text, and our primary units. So we're going to click OK. And now I have my CAD 101 dimension style. So we're going to come here and we're just going to set it as our current one. And then we're going to close. So that's how we fill out our layout. We added a viewport to our new template we're going to create. We edited our text styles and dimension styles. So now it's on to part 2.